Here and Now.
Welcome back to Here and Now, everyone. He's a Canadian champion who grew up right here in St. John's.
Making his way to the cage originally from St. John's, Newfoundland, going from one coast to the other.
For 10 years, Garett Davis has been climbing the ladder in the grueling sport of mixed martial arts. Davis moved to Vancouver to train and compete. In 2010, he won the Canadian welterweight championship, putting him closer to the bigger fights and bigger paydays in the UFC. But then, last summer, there was a nasty twist of fate, an accident that almost cost Garett Davis his career.
I left my home, St. John's, in 2000. I moved to Vancouver, British Columbia, and since then, all I've done is just train, compete, train, compete.
Garett Davis going in for the takedown, single leg, gets it.
Spent a little bit of time on bed from injuries, but you know, I've traveled and competed everywhere in North America, Mexico, States, coast to coast Canada, and now here I am today.
For people who don't understand the sport, maybe don't watch the sport, what is mixed martial arts all about?
Well, it's kind of, the name says it all, mixed martial arts. It's a mixture of all the different martial arts. I can't just train in one sport. I have to be very proficient at boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and strength and conditioning as well. You can't go in weak.
In 2010, you reached the pinnacle of your sport in Canada. Tell me about that.
2010 was a big year for me. I became King of the Cage Canadian welterweight champion. It was a huge night. Besides the fact that I won the belt, it was held in Rexall Place where the Edmonton Oilers play. And ever since I was a little kid, the Edmonton Oilers were my favorite team. So I got to go in there at their arena, fight under the Grand Fuhrer and Wayne Gretzky's banner. And I got fight of the night, submission of the night, and brought home the title as well.
And then a year later, I guess you suffered the biggest setback of your career. Tell me a little bit about what happened last year.
Yeah, just over a year ago, it was July 12th, 2011. I was getting ready for a huge main event pay-per-view fight, and there was a lot of media on it. It was kind of going to probably bring me to the big show. I just left the doctor's office, getting my pre-fight medicals. They said I was good to go, and literally on my way home, I was riding my bike, and I got hit point blank, T-boned by a speeding car, and that's put me out for a while, but it's now over a year later, and I'm back on my feet and looking ready to get back into action pretty soon.
Yeah, tell me about the year since then. I mean, what have you had to do to kind of get yourself back moving and moving in the right direction again?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a pretty rough year. Up until this past July, I didn't even think I was gonna be training again or even thinking about competing. Spent a lot of time, first few months, I was just literally on the floor, just straight doing nothing, crippled to the bathroom, you know. And since then, just a lot of physio, kinesiology. Really, besides the physical, I really had to work my mental, because going from, I was non-stop, get up in the morning, go until late evenings, and for almost a year, I basically did nothing, and it was pretty hard mentally and physically, but you know, from what they're saying, whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger, so.
I guess on the weekend you had a really nice morale booster. You became the first Newfoundlander to get the black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. What does that mean?
This past weekend was just as big, if not bigger, than me winning the King of the Cage title. I got to fly in my good friend and coach, Denis from Montreal, and he did a seminar here at Michael Foley's. And while he was here, he awarded me my black belt for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which made me, you know, the first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt from Newfoundland. So it's just a huge honor, and to finally check that one off the list, it's just amazing.
Once Garett Davis got his back, he just took his time, got position, put the choke in, and goodbye.
I got the pro mixed martial arts ticked off and the black belt Jiu-Jitsu. Now the next step is to finish getting my body back to 100%, get back in the cage, and make it to the UFC.
With those serious injuries, though, I mean, are you confident that you can get all the way back?
Yeah, some of you guys might get this, and some of you mightn't. But I'm basically a cross between Wolverine from the X-Men and Bruce Lee. I have mutant healing abilities, and Bruce Lee had his back broken, and he came back better and stronger than ever. So that's where I am right now.
Garett, it's been good to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate it.